going to look at Aurora Blast theme deck from Roaring Skies, based around Articuno. Now, when it comes to, is it worth this? With theme decks, it's not so much the price of the cards, more about the value of them, if that makes sense. Let's get into this, take a look at it, see what's in it, and the basis of what the deck does. So with theme decks, you always get a code. So you can get the theme deck on Pokemon Online, which I highly suggest you play because it's amazing. So basically you get 2 theme decks. You can also get any theme deck with 500 Pokemon trainer points on there. And there's a Rayquaza coin, which are always cheap plastic coins, but hey, it's pretty sweet. And then you get some damage counters, some burn counters, poison counters on a cheap cardboard. There's going to be what's new with the Roaring Skies expansion. It's going to tell you the special rules for Mega Evolution Pokemon. It's going to give you a checklist, a bunch of handy little things. It's also going to be a card, or not a cardboard, but a fold-out playmat. They're not the best. You kind of gotta iron them in a way and to get them to fold, but it gives you everything you need to know. It tells you about special conditions. It's going to tell you the turn order. It's going to give you everything you need to know to play Pokemon. So that's where theme decks shine. Well, they shine for a couple reasons, and I'm gonna repeat myself a lot when I go over theme decks. They shine because not only are they amazing for new players, because you get all of this cool stuff that comes with it, it's also amazing because you get it online, and there are theme deck tournaments online and theme deck versus online, which are really fun. So and there's daily challenges, which theme decks, you don't have to build your own deck. You can just jump in with a theme deck, complete the challenge. So let me get this deck laid out real quick, and let's take a look at what the theme of it does. As always with theme decks, you get basic energy. So if you're new to the game, this is vital because you don't get it very much. You don't get it out of booster packs. So again, it's a great way to boost your collection. Let's look at the trainers real quick. Now this deck is based around, the basic theme is going to be obviously a bunch of flying birds. It's going to be ramping with Articuno, which I'll get into, and going for big hits with your opponent while also trying to stall them a bit. Things like Revive, which brings a basic Pokemon back. Double Energy helps you ramp. Pokemon Center Lady heals you for 60 and takes away one of the special conditions. And then you have the basics you need in any deck, which is Draw Power, Search Up Pokemon. These are just pretty standard staples in any deck, so we don't really need to go over them. Now with this deck, Articuno is the engine. Because when he comes in, he has Find Ice. You pay 1, you can search for up to 3 water energy cards, put them into your hand. Now he has a 4 ability that does 100, and you're going to see that theme across here. It's basically all of the basic Pokemon, they either wait to hit their stage 1 or stage 2, or things like Cybolt, where your active Pokemon is now paralyzed. Well, their active Pokemon, not yours. You have, where's the other one? The discard the top of your opponent's deck is just kind of fun. Heal 20 from one of your Pokemon. So you try to kind of stall them a little bit until you can get into things like Pelipper, which is going to heal. Also, it has a huge hit. Wingull is what comes into Pelipper. Bagon becomes Shelgon, which any damage done to this Pokemon is reduced by 10. He can hit for 60. Spearow becomes Fearow, which has a Drill Run, which hits for 70. It takes 4 colorless. Basically, you're going to ramp up, try to hit hard, and stay alive in the meanwhile. Then you have Salamence, which is your only stage 2 Pokemon. Has a bunch of sweet abilities. He's going to level up from Shelgon. You have 3 Bagons, 2 Shelgons, and a Salamence. So it's a pretty straightforward deck of play the cards out, hope to get Articuno so you can find Ice, keep gripping a bunch of water energy, which you have a lot more of than fire energy, and then stall the board a little bit, try to Cybolt them, try to keep your Pokemon healed, and then you start hitting for massive amounts of damage, and hopefully they can't keep up. So that's the basic of the theme deck. Is it a tournament winning deck? No theme deck is. But if you're new to Pokemon, theme decks are amazing. And trust me, once you play this and feel the power of Articuno on your first turn, well, I guess the first turn you can use Find Ice, because you can't use it on your first turn, you'll understand how broken that ability is. It's a fun deck to play. I've played it online a lot. It's not one of the most powerful decks, but it has a really cool theme, and when it works really well. So do I suggest this? Yes, with any theme deck, I suggest it to any new player or anyone who just wants to jump into Pokemon Online and get playing. This deck can be really powerful, it's pretty fun, but it does have its hang-ups. If you don't hit the Articuno, the special energy, you don't get any like the Psybolts going off or any of the heals, then you're slowly just trying to hit stage 1 and attach a bunch of energy and stay alive. When you only have 190 and 100 hit points, your Pokemon can die pretty quickly. So the game can go terrible for you really fast, but when it works really well, and it's really fun. So I'm going to go ahead and say, get this theme deck if you have any interest in this whatsoever. If you'd like to be awesome and support the channel, then head over to Dariums.com for all of your Pokemon needs, including selling us all of that extra bulk you have laying around your house.